I predict Bobbie's memorial will win General Hospital several daytime Emmys next year. It was so well done, from the speeches to the flashbacks, and the twist that reporter Angela Brighton was BJ's angel who came to Port Charles to help everyone remember what made Bobbie so special to them. The BJ twist played out so well, and I didn't see it coming until she magically vanished on Maxie. That's when I knew she was an angel and possibly BJ. I got emotional several times over these two episodes, and especially when BJ called Lucas champ before vanishing. Originally, I thought the actress might have been one of Jacqueline Zeman's daughters, given how much she looks like her, and especially with the lines they gave her about having a special relationship with her own mother, plus Felicia commenting on her kind eyes. So when she turned out to be BJ, it made perfect sense. The episodes also made me realize how much Lucas is missed, and with Bobbie gone, it would be great to have him back on the canvas. The shows leading up to the memorial, including the discussions Liz and Sunny had with Carly and Kelly's, were fantastic as well. And of course, renaming the diner Bobbie's was a fantastic way to end and give Bobbie a lasting presence on the show. That said, Carly and Felicia must have used the Millennium Falcon to go from Port Charles to Amsterdam, then over to Canada, and finally back to Port Charles. Plus, the whole human trafficking story and saving Cornelia felt a little rushed. They rescued this girl in no time flat with no danger to them. I did, however, enjoy their talk about why Felicia never really bothered to hang out with Carly, and it went back to Carly's coming to Port Charles and destroying Bobbie's life back then. Felicia, winner of the longest grudge held in Port Charles. But it also reminded me about what I wrote in my column last week, Carly calling Nina basically unable to change and screaming that she'll never forgive her. And then we have 2 episodes of Carly focusing on how Bobbie forgave her for her own wrongdoings and changed her from the schemer she was. Carly and Nina really aren't that different on some levels if you think about it. Oh, and Carly not knowing the difference between a deer and a moose. Hilarious. Dark Sunny is back and more dangerous than ever. Not content with just beating up Cyrus, he's now ordered Dex to kill him. Dex was spot on that this won't make Sunny's problems go away, but obviously, Sunny isn't thinking straight right now. I also can't see Dex going through with the job, as he just doesn't have that cold-blooded killer feel to him. Though Sunny was smart when he used the danger Cyrus presented to his family, including Joss, to give Dex that push. My guess is that Nina is going to convince Cyrus not to press charges. Nicholas just returned to Port Charles, and it looks like he's saying goodbye once again. Hopefully, it won't be too long before we see him again. And his showing up to see Spencer at the end of Friday's show was a nice surprise. I am eager to see how that visit will go, Laura continuing to insist to Esme that turning herself in for breaking into Windermere would make her feel better was hilarious, especially given we know Esme has her memory back. Ava pressing charges and having her locked up was a twist I didn't see coming. This should put a damper on Spencer heading to Paris with Trina though. And Esme slipping up, calling Spencer her old nickname for him. Spence is surely going to make things interesting. With Spencer knowing she's back, I don't see her actually doing time, maybe just getting community service. I still want to see Esme struggle more in reconciling her 2 halves, and not return to just a truly evil human. It's how Nell got written into a corner and basically made unredeemable to the audience. I'm glad Willow isn't forgiving Michael so quickly for his keeping the truth about Nina from her, but honestly, I think she'll cave and take him back before long. And when will we see Carly's wrath when she finds out Michael knew about Nina and didn't tell her? I was really hoping Felicia would have exposed the truth about Cody, but it wasn't hard to guess that Sasha switched the samples when she followed her at the Home and Heart show. Plus, revealing the truth wouldn't be the same without Mac on the show. Also, the lawsuit against the WSB for the destruction of the necklace never happened. So why is Cody making such a big deal of signing an affidavit that was never used in any legal proceedings? This storyline feels silly and weak to me. It would be far more interesting if they got back to whatever secret Cody and Dant have that goes back to when they were younger, which seems to have been forgotten by the writers. So Curtis had his operation. Next. Honestly, this is one storyline I have zero interest in. But at least it's not the surrogacy story. And finally, there is Adam. Next. Again, zero interest and 0 point in having a storyline centered.